Alright, hello. Today I'm going to be casting the opening match of Stage 2 of IEM Cologne 2025 between FaZe and Navi. This is a best of 3 series I will be casting. I'll be casting all 3 maps of this series, so we'll have to see how this goes for both of these teams. Yeah. Alright, as I said, Navi versus FaZe on Ancient. Navi now starting on the CT side, FaZe on T side. This is FaZe's map pick. We know how much FaZe absolutely love Ancient. Ever since the major grand final between them and Spirit, second map, they won 13-6. I can remember it so vividly. Ever since they've won that, this has been their go-to pick, been their masterclass pick. And will they show us a masterclass for the ages here? Right now they've been running at Banana, going for a full rush through, but they're completely ignoring B, and they're just rushing in straight for Donut. Well, I say that, they're going back on themselves, they're going over to Red Room, which has been smoked off perfectly. This is good timing here. And now Navi are in a bit of a wondering what they can do here, wondering where the push is going to come from. They're going to get full rush from behind. Alexi has to defend the site alone now, but doesn't stand for very long. He was now left towards A main, so this is a good position for him. The round's going to hinge on him from now on. Well, it does depend if Brokey's going to have perfect timing on towards CT. Overlooked by Red Room. Carragher in close range gets absolutely punted, but Brokey coming in for the flank, well timed, keeps a bit distracted and gives Ema a time to get onto site though. Very far up with these dualies as well. Brokey executes bit and Elige does the same for Ema, so FaZe will find an opening pistol round on their T side. Bomb plant as well, so good amount of money coming through. Brokey with AK and a full belt of util. That's good to see. And Navi with very little found in that round. They have to go in for a full save. Nothing bought. Only a couple of kills there, I think. And with the bonus, you can justify the save and then go in for a full M4 round in the next. Now, coming into this, they are rushing for A main, though. Piling up together. Frozen sitting here with his Galil, ready to mow them down. Gazi on the opener, spots him out. He hears a lot of people though, he must be seeing this, so he's getting a bit of backup now. And a leash to help him out, cleaning up these pistols. B site completely left open, so the bomb should get planted fairly soon. Legion frozen here, just holding their ground. They shouldn't get too much from this. Wonderful, can't really do a whole lot, and of course he will go down too, so Frozen finds a triple kill, just mopping the floor with the pistols. They will find the conversion as well. But the question is, what can Navi do now that they've got full M4s to their name? I say full M4s, a couple of FAMASs and an MP9 springing into the mix, so it's as much as a full buy as you want it to be, but it is not rifles galore. Alexi B towards Cave though, should be able to do good work with the MP9. So I won't count that out of the round just yet. Oh, fat nade onto Mikazi. Trying to push down mid, but instantly gets his HP halved by that nade. So that's gonna put him into a bit of a more passive position at Donut. And wait for his team to do the rest of the heavy lifting. As a FAMAS was a ballsy move anyway. Now FaZe haven't got a whole lot of map control here. They have got Banana, but the rest of the map is completely open. And Navi getting curious. So is Carragher going up through the rush. Gets traded out for the first ones. This is going to be an open site for them to get an easy plant on. But if Ema can say otherwise, finds a good one onto the back. And Brokey can find one, but doesn't get a whole lot. Rain now left into the 1v3 clutch. Finds Alexi on a bit of a rough spray, but SMGs can only do a whole lot here. Ema and Mikazi doubling up. Rifles as well. Rain only takes one singular shot to the foot to die to this, so it's going to be a rough one. See what we can do here. Doing the simple wall bang. But it's kind of certain death here. See what you can get. But quickly put to sleep by Ema. So Navi will find their first round off of the back of an Ema triple kill. And even with, I wouldn't say lesser buy actually. They were kind of going in for a bit of a bonus there with FaZe. As they had 5 alive coming from the conversion round. So now they still do have enough finances to fall back again. So keeping it competitive against Navi. Mikaze makes this to Donut unscathed at this time. But mid-control nonetheless, as the flashes go overhead, keeps them at bay on the jiggle peak. He uses that smoke early. No chance. Leash already trying to make his way to Red Room, seeing what space he can open up on the map so far. Ema's now holding this, so this duel could determine quite a lot. He's doubled up with Wonderful now, so Elige might not want to swing this, but he does, and he gets absolutely demolished by Ema. And Rain's also been picked off towards Banana as well, so FaZe have lost a lot of firepower in just a couple of seconds. Now Banana's getting cleared, so as they see that it's fully empty, they are going to send a rotate over towards A. Now they're walking out onto site, they know what's coming in. Frozen gets a crucial kill over towards Donut. Wonderful, can't find anything in towards Temple. Spray doesn't capitalize. Even on the verge of this smoke is looking, he's hungry for some kills here. Can't find anything just yet. They're toying with their food at the moment. Can't find a thing. Ema does eventually get Brokely, who's already weak, but Karrigan forced into 1v3 clutch on the flank, but Alexi is ready. Ready for the potential there. And Navi do pick up another gun round. So that is 3 players alive for Navi and a good amount of money flowing through. So FaZe gonna have to go with an eco here. Couple of Deagles bought, Frozen got a good couple of kills in that round, so he's going to get the promotion to a slightly better pistol, but there is absolutely no utility for any of them, so going to hedge their bets. And let's say it's probably going to be a 3-2 lead to Navi at this point, unless something goes absolutely disastrous and the Deagles do some good damage. Rain pushing the smoke there. Big just decides to push that. Why not? Should be able to see that he hasn't got any guns now, so know what they're going up against. Wonderful, and Mikaze should be able to. I do find 1 kill actually. Fair enough. Brokey finds the 1, which is more than what you'd expect. I'll say that. But running out onto the site, of course, you're not expecting to win the round there, but any economic damage is good. Best of all, it's onto Wonderful as well. Person who likes to buy the expensive AWPs, so taking him out of the round, damaging his money a little bit more, pretty good. He does get an AWP either way though, drop from Mikaze, so now he will be posted up and that towards mid by the looks of it. Oh, and look at Ema's position. He's already pushed up so far into A main, so he's got some good information here. So this is going to mean that Wonderful is going to take his AWP and post up towards B instead, as the A side of the map is better protected. Now FaZe going to be walking into the Lion's Den if they decide to go on through B. Or is Elige going to get a bit active towards mid? You see the smokes going through, so there's a good chance that they're going to do some exploring. And the stacked B site might not get any contact. Bomb is here though, and Bit is crawling down. Is Brokey going to be ready for this angle? But Alexi gets taken out towards caves. This is a bit of an opening onto the site. But it looks like they're going to go for a split. Bit spotted out as well. And he gets the smoke off in time, but oh, Wonderful gets a crucial kill onto Karrigan. And the Red Room push is getting punished at the moment by Mikaze. By the new blood. Now, does Elite want to swing this, or is he just going to be a fork in the rotate as they go towards A? Ema, flash fully blind, and Rain capitalizes on that. Be full build. They can't get past Elige first of all. He can take 1 down with him, but that stores the rotate for a little bit longer and gets the bomb planted down as he just holds their attention for a little bit longer. Wonderful AWP, not the easiest for the retake. Not the best gun for the job. So makes all eyes on Mikaze here, who can take out Rain. Now Brokey left into the 1v2 clutch. Can put the headshot onto Mikaze. What can he find on Wonderful 2? The AWP isn't the best here, and Brokey can find it. Beautiful 1v2 clutch for Brokey. The Latvian never left. And he gets an upgrade to an AWP as well now. Takes that straight out of the hands of Navi. Wonderful's going to reinvest into one, but he's giving up Kevlar for that. So it's going to be a rough one. By the looks of it, Navi are going to take tactical timeout off the back of that round. So Brokey having a good start, really. He's been doing well so far. He's been putting up some good numbers in stage 1. And it looks like so far he should be putting up a good few numbers in this one as well. Makazi so far, his first official match with Navi against FaZe, a tough opponent to be going against. They like to keep it competitive. You can never count them out of the round. If you're going up against someone like FaZe when I went up against like Big, which I don't want to do a disservice to Big, but it wasn't an incredible match. Whereas if Navi was to go up against them in an opener, then you could maybe take some pressure off Makazi's shoulders because the protocol should be in play. They should just be able to outclass them in general anyway. Going up against FaZe, it's a tough opponent to start off against, but if you're starting in stage 2, you've got to be ready for that. A true challenge to the man. I say the man, I'm pretty sure he's like 17. But we see how 17-year-olds like Donk can do in these scenarios. Now mid control has been garnered. One falls on towards A main, so he should be able to take out Carrigan. Makazi flash off the angle as well, so he's going to have to take a bit of a more reserved angle towards A. So he's just playing it safe, waiting to see what the B players can find, and that is a good one from Brokey on the AWP. Now Wonderful left on the site alone, the AWP can't find the first one, they know where he's at. So now it's just a matter of rushing, and he can find Frozen as well. Can't find another one, but doubling up is still good for him there. And a Liege catches Lexi with some nades out, but he does get nailed from long range, and that is a hell of a shot. Brokey falls too, and now Rain, the only man left. They know he's coming from B. Limited options now. I know where he is coming from. He has got a whole lot to work with here. And of course, Bit is going to put him out of the round. He does find one though. I'll give him that. He takes Emer out of the round with him. But nonetheless, not a whole lot you can do in that scenario. And FaZe, off the back of that loss, are going in for a full eco. Full eco except a Deagle on Carrigan and a Liege. Whenever they go for these ecos, they go for absolutely no utility. Sometimes we see Aurora going in for a couple of nades like smoke and 2 flashes, but Carrigan relying on his raw mechanical ability alone. Nice to see. Liege poking out towards mid. Is Makazi going to be ready for this? He's got an MP9, which does suffice. But look, no utility, so no warning as they've crept up ramp so far. Glocks at long range, though, isn't going to work out very well. Just see what you can get. There's nothing really in this round for you, FaZe. So Navi go flawless and clean up the eco buy. Nobody falls in that round. With a scoreline 5-3, FaZe now take a timeout of their own. It's quite ambitious putting a Deagle on Carrigan as the man goes 1-7. And I don't think he's actually gone positive this tournament so far. So you know he's doing alright. Average Carrigan activities, but when you've got 4 incredible players, you can usually get away with it. It's not his role. His role is to lead, and lead he does. Best IGL in the game. Can't prove me wrong. People are starting to say that Apex is the best in game. Nah. Absolutely not. I don't want to be mean to Brokey, but if you gave Carrigan Zywoo, put Rops back on the roster, Mezzy and Flamesy as well, I think he would win a couple of tournaments too. But Carrigan always does it with less. And that is what you like to see from a man with such a massive wealth of experience. Makazi going up through their jumps, and I think that might be in his detriment as he dies to a Liege. But does get traded towards bottom mid by Ema. So still a 4v4 unless Rain can say otherwise, spamming through some walls. A couple of pieces util getting dropped on towards B, but wonderful. The AWP could be a lot here. He can find the first one. Now site is left open. Alexi's just going to give up cave control. But they do know he's still alive in the round, so they know there's still a potential for him here. So wasting a smoke on that might be a bit difficult when you've got the rest of Navi going to push through. But Rain creeping up here. Are they going to be ready for this? Look at this wonderful so is, and he pins the nail on the donkey. And they just fall one by one. Oh, Brokey. Quick one tap to put an end to Wonderful's life, and now Cave pushed by the double. Brokey can find another one. Left into the 1v1 by Ema. What can Ema find? Looking the wrong way, and Brokey triples. And he finds the 1v3 clutch. Brokey is showing us what he can do. A new man on this FaZe roster. He's not Brokey, he's Helvis. According to Carrigan and Elige, the man is reborn as Simple. Maybe not on the AWP, but the AK will do for the man. And so FaZe find a fourth. Now this is where these rounds become crucial, as both teams are very close to breaking their economy. And the mid-rush, is it going to be good enough? Mikaze finds one but gets traded out. But so does Elige, gets pinned by the wonderful AWP. Now the run onto the A site. Ema in Donut as well can find another, and look, falling, frozen, needs to do a 1v4 clutch, full blind, wonderful, just takes his sweet time with that kill. And so just as I start talking about the economy being broken for one of these teams, it is FaZe that falls to that round, that falters, and so Navi find a 6th, and most probably a 7th. As FaZe going in for an eco buy. Brokey with a slight bit more money than the rest of his team, so he might be able to purchase into an AWP next round if he's lucky. If he can find a couple of kills, that'll give him a definitive answer. And that boost does not work for anything, as Navi do not give FaZe a single option to go through. Or Ema's pushing down ramp though, not usually here with the MP9. Is Rain going to be ready for this? Brokey sure isn't, and neither is he. Now that's bomb down as well towards doors. So now it's going to be a difficult one to recover, and especially difficult when you're in 1v5 with a deagle for a lead. Mikaze's crazy weak, and oh my goodness, Ema. Poor guy gets absolutely nailed by Elise. He flicks up and just one-taps him. Just as he thought it was safe. As Mikaze holds all of the attention from Elige, just gets swatted out of the round. Just like that. Elige at least finds one, and Brokey didn't find enough in that round to justify an AWP. Oh, look at this. Navi going for some mid-control early. And that they will find. Lexi pushing out a cave, that is horrible. Already 2 players down for FaZe. And they get away as well, they get away with their lives. So Navi left with the 5v3, surely you can't lose this. Carrigan going looking towards B, might catch Alexi in transition if he's lucky. Oh, but no, just gets away, so the timing on this could be good for Carrigan. As he sweeps through an unoccupied cave. But the ramp push is going through, so is Brokey ready for this? He isn't, but Rain, can he capitalise on this? No, absolutely not. And now Carrigan left into the 1v4 clutch. Already with 1 kill, found the first. Bit on the boost, Carrigan does find him, but Alexi quick to trade. So Alexi finds a triple, but FaZe only find 4 at the half, 8-4. But now they switch sides. And this is where FaZe do their best work. On the CT side of Ancient, this is their wheelhouse. This is where they've probably had the most practice on Ancient. On CT side as that. So on T side, a little bit more difficult to call around the map control, with FaZe maybe not contesting mid as much as they should have, maybe not taking mid control. We saw Elige in those early rounds going for some red room control, but later in the game, not so much, and maybe a detriment to their own. But now Navi left to see what they can muster up on the T side. And they've taken mid control early. They have used a smoke towards red room. So that is one piece of util they won't get back. No more smokes left for Navi now. Look like they're going to exec onto A, but there's a lot of people really close by for FaZe, so this could be a rough site to break into, but that is going to help a lot when Bit gets a quick headshot onto Frozen, takes him out of the round early. Now all of FaZe are here. What can you do on the retake? One smoke to their name. What can they find? Bit swinging the corner finds Karrigan as well. Now they're going to push out through Temple if they can find it. But look, Bit with the knife out and takes out Brokey. So Bit with 3 kills already. Ema taking his ace. Is he going to find Elige as well? He is. And with that knife kill, this guy is mad rich. Him and Brokey both waste their entire mags. And so the knife gets pulled out. And now this is going to make it a whole lot easier to get the AWP out early for Navi. And this could mean they could run away with Ancient. They're already at a 4-9 scoreline, 5-round lead. And with FaZe going in for a force buy. If they lose this, the game's going to be over fairly quickly. FaZe going for a full stack on B. Except leaving Elige as the extremity towards A. And which could have been a right call, really. Rain up close with a 5-7. Now all of them are pushing down ramps. This could be a good push. Wonderful locked out. Doors and Ema pushing up towards Heaven finds the first one. Going in through Cave. The Cave push is stopped by Rain's 5-7. Kazi gets the trade out eventually. Now look at this, they are making it competitive. The full buy looks like it's going in well. Or the force buy. You can barely call this full as they're left with pistols. Oh, but Ema's ready for Elige by the looks of it. As he catches a timing. No shot, Elige finds that. With the FAMAS as well. Look, Makazi left alone towards Cave. He's not going to be ready for 2 players on the other side of the smoke. They will be quick to punish. This is wonderful. 1v3. With the AK, they're quite low HP, so he has got a chance. I don't want to count him out. I know where he is, though. He's lucky he'll get a plant. Oh, and that should put an end to him. Too low HP to find this. Elige in the corner as well. You can't just run over towards A. He will punish. Oh, but look, he's double back. But Elige ready for him. Finds the kill, so FaZe actually deny the conversion. And do manage to get out their rifles a little bit quicker. Navi going in for a force buy here. They haven't got enough loss bonus building up to justify the save. They still wouldn't even have enough money in the next round to go for this. So they're going in for full force buy, and this is where that Bit knife kill comes in really handy, as the rest of his team have Tech 9, so he can afford a Galil. Albeit no util, but a Galil and Kevlar's more than the rest of them have got with Tech 9s and a Deagle. Oh my god, he opens up towards ramp as well, finds that opening on towards Rain. So now this site is looking very juicy. Oh my god, Brokey actually misses that shot, and Ema is punishing with the Tech 9, and this all crumbles. The site crumbles, and so do FaZe's dreams, as they need to go into the save. Bit with the double entry onto the solo Galil, the only rifle on this team. And it just finds you the round like that? Really? And so, my god, Navi on whatever you want to call that by, scrape together a round. FaZe are gonna keep their 2 of their guns though. So I think they're going in for a full buy this round as well. Going to take a tactical timeout to see what they can do with their finances. And Makazi doing very well on Ancient so far. On his debut map, it's already top fragging. That's what we like to see from the young man. Already putting in a shift. You know, as much as I like Carrigan as an in-game leader, he is awful at fragging. This is quite a horrible scoreline to see every match. 3 to 14. That's not what you want. I mean, I understand he is sent in as an entry like every time on FaZe. Sent him and just used to be traded for. But come on, please get a couple of them sometimes. I guess maybe he can do better on the CT side. Better setup. Not amazing. Oh, this nade's gonna be fat. And that takes off so much HP for all of Navi. Gets 3 players below 50 HP. And that is mental. Should be able to just clean up. Finds the first and gets Alexi crazy low. And with the low HP, this means that Rain's got a good chance of wiping up with the MP9. Oh, he finds Alexi. 2v4 now for Navi. Ema makes it a little bit easier, takes one out of the round. But Makazi found over left alone at mid. Leaves Ema in the 1v4. In 1v3 at least, after he found that first. And with the bomb here, he has got a lot of time, 50 seconds. But I think he's going to be waiting for FaZe overstep this. If FaZe go any further than they should. Spot out an arm at mid, has a leash. So they know his rough whereabouts. But they aren't looking for anything more. They're really playing this safe. FaZe desperate not to give away any crucial rounds. And you absolutely cannot, at this scoreline, 5 to 10. You need to win back those 5 rounds to get your map pick as well. Or else going into Mirage, it's going to be almost a death sentence. Ema simply hasn't got enough time for any of this. Almost trying to find the final resting place for him to save his AK in. And FaZe want to do the same, just keep their guns, they don't want to go for anything more. With what little economy they have, you can't really justify the hunting. But now FaZe do have full rifles. Navi going in for a force buy once again. Now Elige on the jump towards top mid. This is going to be a rough one. He's very quick on this, so he could find a good opening kill. He's a bit ready, and he so is. But Carrigan finds one over towards the ramp, so this makes the round a little bit easier. And pushing all the way up as well, he catches ahead of Bit, but does he want to go through with this? Alexi gonna push him, Carrigan finds one and gets Bit crazy weak as well. So he finds that one as well. Now it's a 3v3 setup for both these teams. Bit with a double kill, already pulling his weight quite well in this map as well. Two-time major winner on Navi. And no way, this timing from FaZe is absolutely atrocious. Navi caught, that's the bomb as well, caught towards A main. Makazi left to see where he can find, and he finds the first one, but Brokey gets the trade just spamming through the smoke. But this bomb is left completely alone. and Bit is just holding his ground. He knows this round is going to be over unless FaZe give him something. Spots out Rain. So now they know where the final man is. This makes Brokey's life a little bit easier, but Rain just has to stall. He can't get the bomb in 15 seconds because he gets Rain is so weak through the wall. Just on the edge of it, Rain decides to peek that and gets the kill. 7 to 10 now. FaZe making it look a little bit easier. Making these rounds come one by one for them. Navi with the full eco now. So FaZe should be getting it a little bit easier. Finding these rounds slowly but surely. And with the amount of money on Rain, FaZe should be able to invest in a Brokey AWP next round if he dies. Ideal scenario, Brokey dies, Rain drops him an AWP, and everyone else stays alive for FaZe. That means Brokey can justify having an AWP, but it also means that FaZe don't take too much out of their economy to accommodate Brokey. And they're going to go for a full 5-man A main push. In which case Brokey finds a first, Frozen. Just the two of them together is all you need. 5 kills between them. Just mop up the push. That round over before it even started, and FaZe make very quick work of that. Within the first 30 seconds, I think. 5 dead on Navi, so easy round. And FaZe doing a bit of a comeback. We're down 5 to 10 and now only 2 rounds away. Navi taking a tactical timeout. Bringing their thoughts together as they need to put up a bit more of a fight against FaZe if they want to take this map from them. As FaZe is starting to build up some momentum. Getting in the zone to win this map. And take their map pick in this series. FaZe with a full buy as well. Loads of money, loads of util. Exactly what you wanted for FaZe. And they're going with some mid-aggression as well. There'll be some mid-aggression from both teams as well. Frozen on the side here gets caught out. Now at least pushing the smoke as well. 2 players, you can't deal with that. Brokey can find one, but look, Navi just get kills across the map, just fed to them. Now Navi, 4 alive, 4v2. I won't count out Broken Rain, but it's not looking like it's going to be in their favour. They're going to have to take a gamble correctly. They're looking like they're grouping up and going to work together. But if Navi decide to go B, then it's probably just going to be a save. If they go B, get the bomb planted, it is likely going to be just a save. Emo walking out onto A site, so he's probably calming at the moment that A is clear. Which could create a false sense of security. Navi, but he does get the first one. He finds Brokey, and so Ray left into the 1v4. Emo's on 1 HP, so he could probably get one, yeah. But look, everyone's coming his way. This is going to be a difficult one. 30 seconds left and Rain smoked off. You don't even need to plant on A. You have time to go back towards B, but just going to plant here with the balls. Rain push the smoke, gets punished. So Navi find 11. FaZe on 8. And now we're going to have to pull back, what? 5 rounds in a row if they're going to win this map. And Navi only need 1 to even take match point. Which forces them guarantee of overtime or a map win. So close now. But Brokey goes into that AWP buy. The team can finally justify it, and it is now or never. If you lose this round now, there's no way you can full buy into the next one. Which means that Navi are most likely going to take the map. So this is what Ancient hinges on. This round right here. And what can Brokey's AWP give us? He's had a break. He's had a bit of time to reconsider his aim. Just like Hooksy. Had a bit of time off at his lowest and comes back at his highest. Can Brokey do the same? Isn't going to be challenged for the meantime though, unless Mikaze peeks out into a long sight line. With the smoke there, he's got a bit of wiggle room to work with. But he's having a bit of a lean on towards the B site. 3 players here are Navi, waiting for the smokes to fade, ready to go for an exec onto B, I reckon. Unless Rain decides to go for this. Look, the smokes go over, but just as the rotate towards A goes through, surely they'll come back for this. Alexi finds the first one to Brokey just as I start saying he's going to do something. But Rain, they know he's going to be here somewhere, so he gets mollied out towards Cave. They know he's here now. And look, Elise spamming through the smoke gets Elise so weak, and Carrigan spamming through gets a double kill, and Rain keeps his ground towards Cave. And look, now it's only Ema left in the 1v4, finds the first one to make it a 1v3, and oh my goodness, he's making it work. 1v2, but he does get handled easily by Elise. So Ema making that round look possible by then after Carrigan gets the luckiest double kill of his life through the smoke, which essentially nets FaZe the round. And so just as it looks all hope is lost for FaZe, just as Navi looks to take match point, Carrigan, the man steps up and denies. And this isn't a good round for Navi. Going in for a force buy, but there's only a Deagle on Wonderful. Alexi's got a Glill, and there's not a whole lot of utility. Which is a bit different compared to FaZe, which have all of the money in the world to invest into this round. Carrying that flash, make sure he doesn't push any further down ramp. Was going to push some info, but gets denied. So Navi gets to hold on to some of their ground a bit longer. Nobody's holding mid for FaZe, so this means that Rain's going to have to take some of his resources and take away some of his time to keep an eye on Red Room. Make sure nobody decides to push up through the top. Now this is where Brokey gets challenged on the AWP. Easy, finds the first one. And that opener might have decided that round, as that, I think that gun's too far away for Wonderful to retrieve. And now after that, they're deciding to take a bit of a gander towards A. Bit of a wander. Go and see what they can find. A Liege on the jiggle peak with the smoke. Mikaze pushes, finds the time, and Mikaze doesn't go any further, doesn't accelerate into the site. So A is off limits as well. But FaZe now going and pushing up towards Banana, and Carrigan does get punished. But surely they don't believe he pushed alone. But look, 10 seconds left. They actually have no time for this. They've been denied just everything in the round. And Navi just, after wondering what to do, wondering where they can go, they've just lost the round to time alone. And so FaZe find double digits as well. The comeback has been found. Their motivation is here. And the possibility as well is there for them to find this map. Navi going to take a final timeout. And it looks like they're going for a force buy again. But this is difficult. These force buys keep on going through for Navi, but always leaves one person at a disadvantage. Alexi with the Tech 9. It's going to be difficult how you want to play this. So whilst you have 4 guns saved from the previous round, no money goes flowing through as you run down the clock on the T side. So this gives you absolutely nothing, just as they can't make their mind up. That's what gives them the round. And that might have just given FaZe the perfect opportunity to take the lead and find match point first. As if they lose this round as well, which they by all means could, going up against the FaZe full buy. FaZe a perfect opportunity to win the game. Mid aggression once again. Lige blows the smoke open, but Mikaze tucks back in, so he doesn't get given anything. And Lexi just holding cave the minutes. If he pushes the smoke, Rain should be there to punish. And once again, FaZe keep 3 players on B, which looks to be a good gamble as Bomb's there towards the door. Brokey and Wonderful so close to seeing each other, just don't know it. If Wonderful swings this any wider, should be punished by Brokey. Cave control has been taken, just as Carrigan rotates towards holding Red Room. Now that cave control gives you nothing as it gets smoked off. So it doesn't give them confidence to go into this site just yet. Carrigan gets the info towards mid. There's 1 player there. Only 1 from what he can tell. So he must be stacking a site. And the shadow advantage, Brokey doesn't hit the shot. Missed shot now. Carrigan here to support, but Brokey just tucking it towards the corner. Does get pinned eventually and can't find it. Carrigan finds 1 and Rain holds his ground towards cave as well. 2 players left alive for Navi against the 3 of FaZe. Ema and Wonderful. What can they find? Going over towards long side. Gonna wrap around. Is Frozen be ready for it? He finds a first one and spray transfers into Ema as well. Finds the final 2 and FaZe find 11 in this round. My goodness. Navi just getting railed at this point. FaZe outclassing them. And look at the money once again. Are you going to full buy into this? Are you going to force this? Or are you going to have to play for overtime? Looks like they're taking a half buy just so they have a little bit too much to justify not buying anything. But Ema's going for an AK. What is going on with Navi? This is rough. They're just playing for overtime at this point. There's no way you win this round with 3 Take 9s. Surely not. Unless Ema can pull off an absolute masterclass. And once again, they keep on just going B. And Brokey punishes on the AWP. You just cannot get through to cave. And FaZe gamble correctly every single time. They've decided to just hold B with 3 players for 3 rounds in a row, and Navi have gone the same place every time. Brokey cannot miss a shot in the right place at the right time all the time. Just as they rotate towards mid, Brokey rotates over towards mid too. Ready to hold the positions, and now where do you go? The looming potential of an AWP anywhere. Navi have lost all hope. Final piece of util, laying out the path to go towards B, and Brokey finds a 3rd. Finds a 4th as well. The man can do no wrong. Misses towards Wonderful. He's going to get the ace. It gets taken from him by Rain. But FaZe, the ace might have been taken, but they have found match point. And Navi going in for their first. Is this even a full buy? Can you even call it that? It's going to have to be the closest thing to a full buy they've had in ages. In what feels like years, from round... I can't even remember. From 8 to 11, FaZe have just been full buying all the way, and Navi have had nothing to work with. Now they're going to need to show us what they're made of if they want to win this. If they want to win this and go to overtime to take the map. Smoke blowing open gives them a bit more information. He spams there. Rain can hold his ground for a minute. Oh, is that nade good? That nade chips away at Alexi, so he's now on half HP alongside Ema. Also half HP after a mid-brawl leaves him wounded. Brokey's all playing on Donut this time. Could be anywhere. Cave control's been taken for the minute. Brokey's been smoked away, so this AWP is going to be locked out of the round. He's going to have to play retake at this point. It's on to Rain and Carrigan. How well can they hold this? Carrigan, Rain doubles up towards Cave, and this gives them a shot. This gives them a fighting chance against Navi. They haven't cleared him out yet. Elige finds another one, and Bit off of the plant, can't find it, and Makazi, the only man left, isn't even close enough to defend the plant, can find the first one into the 1v3 clutch, but Rain's just sticking the defuse, and Makazi can't find a thing. So FaZe take Ancient, their own map pick, and now we go to Navi's on Mirage.